Righty-ho then folks, how are we doing? Another video. Another video in the IKS, or cooking with IKS kitchen, whatever you like to hear folks. Right, today's video then is going to be kebab with, this is going to be made out of beef, because lamb, poor baby lambs, that's what I say. Right, so got chips here, I've got some peppers, tomatoes there, got frozen onion. Do you remember last time in one of the videos we froze that onion because we didn't want it to spoil. It's too much waste in food folks, not good. So yeah, freeze your stuff if you're worried about it going mouldy or going rotten. So what seasonings do we need for this kebab? Right, so I've been looking it up on the internet, as you do folks. We have cumin, salt and pepper obviously. Got that salt from M&S. Ground pepper. There is parsley, but there's better option. So we use leaf part, the real stuff, not the dry stuff. So this is, you're going to have to pick the leaves folks and then chop it for this. This is going to be great. I love it. Also I was down to town today, found a bush of rosemary, and that's going to be for a meal tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to use that. Smashing. Just put some water with that, keep it flat, keep it moist, as they say. So foraging, I have, yeah, like a little fox. So parsley, folks, garlic. Need garlic. Whoops. Not too many of them. I think I've been going a bit over the top of garlic recently, folks. So we'll take a couple of cloves off that. Yeah, steak mince from Morrison's. Just checking the old app here, folks. Cumin, coriander, garlic, chopped mint, but I haven't got mint unfortunately. Didn't find any mint bushes today, so I didn't. So we can't have that one. So yeah, let's do this. Let's get a mixing bowl and put the mince in the mixing bowl, folks. Let's go. That's the smasher. I love that. Lovely. Get the mince. Never open these. Pop that in there. Take that off. You've got to take this off, folks. Don't want to be eating paper, do you? Right. Whoops. Now we're going to set this to one side for now because we're going to do some chopping first, folks. We're going to chop, do some parsley. What did it say on the app? Oh, wait a minute. Coriander? Got a bit confused there. Well, coriander and parsley, what's the difference? I thought it was. Well, instead of coriander, folks, we're using parsley, so that's how that's going. So what we do here, we take some off. We'll take that. So if we're going to get near close, folks. It doesn't have to be 100% all leave, just get whatever you can off, folks. It's all going to be chopped up. It's up to you if you want to skip this bit. I'm not going to edit it out, I'm just going to let it roll. It's up to you, folks, all up to you. Coriander and parsley, I swear they're similar. Starting to go now, these are starting to die. I'm not trying to find a little plant that we could have these growing on the windowsill. How amazing would that be? And we just take them off when we need it.
Coriander
Yeah.
is deemed to have a stronger, more pungent aroma than parsley, whose smell is considered more mild and grassy.
Alright.
But coriander is more warm, nutty and lemony.
Right.
And parsley is more citric, yet bitter peppermint-like flavour.
Right, alright. There we are, folks. So we're going to look out for parsley, but unfortunately for this kebab, we'll look out for that coriander, but for this meal we're using parsley, folks. I'm not going to go too fine with it, I'm just going to finely chop. I'm using this knife, the garlic chopping knife. It's my favourite knife for that. It's got a nice, the back of this is very sharp, it's nice. Lovely fresh smell coming off it. It's something you don't get off of the powdered or the dried out stuff. Right, so that's going to do. That'll do me, folks. So we bring the bowl back over. Whack that in there. Because we're going to mix all this up anyway in a minute. Chuck it in there. I just basically, again, I've chucked it in off of no measurements. I'm just doing it from eye. What seems to be okay. It always seems to work for me, so no worries. Right, so how much cumin do we need? 1 teaspoon. There's a teaspoon for it, folks. There you go, that'll do. Ground cumin, coriander, yeah. It says 2 teaspoons of that. Oh, that's probably around it. Garlic crushed, chopped mint, waffle raisin. So yeah, salt. Probably a teaspoon of that as well. Pepper. Teaspoon. Right, back to the thing, garlic. These are not very fat garlic cloves, so probably go for 3, 4, 5. That'd be one. Just shave the. Watch your fingers, folks. Tips off. Oh, that's a bit. Yeah, that's all right. Whoops. So if you put these in the oven, wrap them in tin foil, cut the tops off, put some oil on it, wrap them in tin foil, put them in there for a bit, and take them out. They fall apart. Basically, the outer shell of the garlic just drops off, and inside it's not as bitter, and the garlic is very it comes out like a paste. It's not hard at all, but you do lose a lot of flavour, which I found out. So I made some Kievs that way before and it didn't work out that well. I like the flavour of the garlic, that's why I use so much, folks. But it can overpower sometimes. I've had the Kiev I made the other day, got overpowered by garlic. So that's another thing to look out for. Where you can't taste the chicken. Favourite knife for garlic, classic. This has been in the family for generations, folks. Where's my tea? Crushed garlic on there like that. Bang. That's crushed, isn't it? No. That's how you do it, folks. I'm not going to go for a fine one, just go a tiny bit fine, not mad, not a paste. I want it a bit chunky. Remember the pasting, salt, and then we're going to scrape it like that. The salt breaks it down, makes it easier to break down. Look at that. Lovely, folks. That'll do. I'm not going to go mad with that. Let's get it in there, folks. Chuck it in there. So that is trial and error. With this, that's your mix basically for the kofta kebab. Give the hands a little wash. So what we're going to do now, folks, give yourself a spoon. You don't have to mix this with your hands. You can just mix it with a spoon. You don't want to put your hands in it. There is one thing that I forgot though. Literally forgot. Watch this. That's alright, I've got plates. Grab yourself a plate. Grab yourself a piece of bread. Follow me over here, folks. What we're going to do, cut crusts off, don't want them. Cut them off, don't need them folks. Feed them to the fox. And then we're going to add some milk. Actually, create a thing in the centre. That's it. So we want all the milk to soak in. That's what we want. Because this is going to create and make the kebab melt in your mouth. This is what does it, folks. Always do this. Don't just get the mince and just mix it in that way. Always put a piece of bread, bit of milk on it. Wait until it soaks up, and then add that to the mince, mix it all up. And I'll tell you, the difference is big. Right, that's soaked in. Milk in the fridge, folks, don't want it going off. Back over to the mince. Make sure all that milk's soaked in, whack it in there. That goes into the washer, folks. Dishwasher. And then we basically just mix that in. I might get my hands in there actually. Yeah, get the hands in there. Get it all mixed in, all that parsley. We don't want to see the bits of bread, we want them all to be one. Oh, you can smell the spices in that. Big time. I've had a kebab many times down the kebab shop. And they make them really nice. So I think it was probably lamb that I've been eating, but little lambs are so lovely, aren't they? That's the trouble. When you're drunk, you don't realise. There you go, it's starting to blend now. Look at that. Lovely. Just keep mixing it in. Get it all mixed in, folks. What's what we want. Look at that. See the parsley. Quite a bit there, isn't there? So what did we add? We added the cumin, salt, pepper, garlic. So it's not, the garlic's not a paste, so we can see the garlic. You know, I can feel it when I'm mixing it. So we're going to get the little crunch of lovely bit of garlic there now and then when we eat this. So there's that, folks. That's done. Wash the hands with soap. Right, so that's that done. And what we're going to do now, we're going to grab a tray, another tray, folks. So we're going to make this into 2 individual pieces of meat. Like I'm going to go square style, so it's easier to seal off when we put them on the frying pan. Because obviously I haven't got skewers, folks, and this is not going on a barbecue, so we're going to have to try and make it as best we can. So what we're going to do here, we're going to grab some tin foil. I'll pop that in there. It saves getting all the juices everywhere. You don't want that all in your pans, it's hard to get it off. I'm going to do that, folks, and now we're going to grab the meat. I'm going to try and make it a bit rectangle. We're trying to make it as best like a kebab as possible. Maybe not squared off, I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know, might do. Something like that? What do you reckon, folks? Probably only going to get about 3 out of these, but let's see how they go. I'm quite looking forward to this, I must admit. To get the best temperatures, thermometer, folks. Use that thermometer. Try and get it squared. Because we could slice this and make it to like kebab style. No worries. You know how they do it, they do it on a spit, didn't they? There we go. We're putting them on there for now, but I am going to put them in the frying pan in a bit. I'm just getting things out of the way so things are ready. Because he will be going on this to cook through eventually. So here we go. Kebabs, folks, the best kebab in Dover. You know the one. How do they look?
Wow.
They're not. I'm not putting them straight in the oven like this. They're going to be fried to seal the juices.
Yeah.
So take the dressing gowns out because they're all going to smell.
Oh, that's why I put this jumper on.
I
I
see.
put dressing gown on.
Yeah, because folks got to watch out. We ain't got a door on the living room, so all the juices, all the goodness from these meals cling to the clothing, sadly. Right, so that's done. That can go in the dishwasher. Yeah, wash your hands. Hands washed, dishwasher open. Right, so set that to one side, folks. That's that done for now. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do the chopping of the peppers, tomatoes, and the pita breads. And that's it, I think. We want all the seeds out and the centre out. And there we go. That's what we want, folks. We want all that out. Don't want none of that. All this stuff. All the seeds. Food waste, caddy. That. Yeah, tomatoes, and I've got a little bit of baby gem lettuce. It's a golden gem lettuce, that. And a little tiny tomato there, folks. Baby gem lettuce, folks. Get yourself a little coriander. Colander. Whack that in there for a minute. We're going to cut up the tomato first. Right, so we're just going to slice this tomato. We're not going to dice it or anything like that. It's basically for look at that. Lovely. That'll do, folks. That's that. Right, we'll do these while we're here. Thin, I'd say, thin. If you're left too thick, then you will. It's too intense. So do it nice and thin, folks. I like red peppers. I'm going to whack these into the colander and give them a quick wash as well. And cut them. We've got the seeds still on them as well. So. Watching them fingers, folks. Keep them fingers well tucked in. That's what it's all about. Right, so that's that done, folks. Peppers, tomatoes, baby gem lettuce, cut the end off. Have a look at it. We got some bits. Look. Well, we're just going to take the leaves off. Put the leaves in there. The fresh leaves. I've took the top ones off and just left to one side for a minute. So I'm going to have a look. See what they look like, folks. And then when it gets to the centre of it, it starts tasting a bit funny. So we can take them bits off. Because there's nothing wrong with them. It's just they've gone a tiny bit dead at the ends. That's fine. Cut that off. Right, I'll just chuck the rubbish in there. Right, that there. Pop that in there, folks, with that. Tomatoes are fine. That's alright. Lovely and fresh. Just leave that there for now. Now it's time, folks, for what's going to call it? Sealing off the meat. So we're going to seal off the kofta kebabs. Let's go to the cooker. Right then, folks. Here we are. Tiny bit of oil. Only a little bit, just so the pan don't go mad. Right. Pop that on. Put it on full for a second, get the heat into it, and then we'll take it from there. Clean the expensive knives first. Clean as you go, folks. That's what it's all about. Give them a dry. And pop them back. Once you got the heat into there, turn it down a bit, folks. Right, turn it down. It's not off. It's a big hob, so let's get all that. Extraction fan on. Let's seal them off. Because they're squared off, it should be a lot easier to seal them. And look, easy to work with as well. And we use that to cook them in a bit. So get your oven heated up, folks. 200 degrees C. Boom. You've got the tongs, but I'd say it's probably optional. You could probably do it with your hands. When I said about them squaring them off, see that, how easy that is to just turn them to one side. If they're rounded, it's a bit more harder to actually get that sealing effect. We're sealing in the juices, folks, basically. And we're going to whack a probe into this, and then we're going to put them in the oven, see what the beef temperature is, probably about 75 minutes, something like that, and then take it from there. It's not on full heat, it's on kind of low, so it is a big gas ring, but we'll be alright. Use the tongs for this. What we'll do at the end, we'll do the tops. Seal the ends off, seal the caps, And yeah. Right, move it over again, folks, to the final side. That's it. We're going to slice this. Once it's done, we're going to slice it with a sharp knife and stick that into the kebab pita bread. Tops. Whoops. Right. Don't want to damage them, folks, here. Trying to keep their shape. Well, that's done. Pop that on the old tray. That's that one done, folks. Now let's try and do this one as well. Starting to spit a bit now. It is on low heat, so it should be alright. The extraction fan's on, we're all laughing. That one's done. Whoops. At the top. Golden brown, getting those flavours still. Next, whoops. Next side, top. See the brownness on the top there? Lovely. Turn that oven off, gas off, folks. Don't need it. Remember, the heat is in the pan still. Onto the tray, just like that. So what we're going to do, the biggest one, find the fattest one. Find the fattest one, folks. This one's quite big, but it's, yeah, we're going there. We go into there, all into the centre. I'm going to grab the thermometer. See, inside of this meat, 20 degrees C, look. We need it to be 70 watt for medium. So, yes. Quick look on the old Google. Right then, folks. So I was looking up on Google about temperatures and stuff like that. It says 71 on this for medium, and on Google it says medium 60 to 65. Now what do I go with? It's like, does your head in, doesn't it? 70 and above is well done. Right. So yes, we're going to go. I'm going to just be safe on this, folks. Be safe. Let's get it to 70 degrees C. And then take it out, and the temperature should still rise, so it should go to about 78, something like that, which is way over what we need. So we're just waiting right now for the cooker to get its temperature, then we'll whack our stuff in. Then we'll have a little clean up, and then prepare the pita breads. And we are at temperature. See the lights flicker. Right. It's 28 degrees now. Look, it's going up. Right. Stick that to the side. In with the meat. Centre of the oven, folks. Probes in. Grab your chips. Now this alarms when it's the temperature. So that's 200 degrees C at the moment, so yeah, shouldn't be too long, folks. Let's do some clearing up and then get back to you soon. How the hell do you get these things? Ah, there you go. Right. 2 pita breads. What I'm going to do, put these in the oven for 30 seconds, folks, get them a bit hot, and then easier to cut. So we're going for 4, 2 each. Whoops, there you go. Right, nearly burned my fingers. Freezer. They won't take long at all, folks, so don't leave them in there too long because they'll all go nasty. Very, very nasty. Right, pitas are done. See, it only takes a few seconds, folks. Pitas are lovely and toasty. Grab yourself a small knife. Just cut. There you go. There's like a little void that's created inside. There you go. Lovely. So do that with all 4 of them. And they just open up. Look. So it's just maybe got something to put the lovely meat inside. That's all about, folks. Hands out of the way, you don't want the fingers chopped. Especially when you're talking about knives that are global quality. It doesn't have to be perfect, just get it done, folks. It's not a contest of how neat you can do it. Once you've scored it, you can get in there with it. Done. Pitas are done. So we pop them there. Salad's done. We're looking good. Looking lovely. Sort of had an idea, folks. So halfway through cooking the meat, give them a turn to one side because they're squared off, they're rectangle. So we can cook the underneath a bit better as well. So try and brown that off with the heat. So let's give it a go. We're at 53 degrees at the moment. So let's take this, watch it open the oven. Get it in face open. Look at these. Right. They're looking wonderful, folks. Look at these. The tray's a bit better. What happened to the... Oh, there they are. Right, chips are looking fine, these are looking fine. Let's turn it. We'll turn them upside down. That's it. Because underneath them are still, it's very, very wet. It over, and then we cook them off for the rest of the journey that is cooking. Let's do it. Back in the oven, folks. Turn them hash browns while we're here. Look at these. I'm not going to play with these chips too much. Looking after the kebabs. Right, shut that, folks. 59 degrees C, and yeah, looking smashing. Right then, folks. So with the onion situation, I've decided it's probably best just to fry them off. They've got a bit soggy because they were frozen. Unfortunately, there's no fresh ones. Meat's ready. 71. So bring that out, folks. Leave the chips in there. Look at them. They're great, aren't they? Right, take the thermometer off. Stick the thermometer back on, so we'll watch how it goes up. Oh, I'm drunk already. It will go up. Right, oh, that's right. It's 72 now. Brought it out at 71. And we'll let them, give them a few minutes to settle. Let the juices start flowing. That's 74 now, folks. So remember, if you set it to a certain temperature, take it out like 10 degrees before, so to speak. If you've got thermometers attached to it, so you know what's happening, you know, because it does rise. It'll be 75 in a minute, watch. There you go. Get the plates ready, folks. It'll be 76 in a minute. Cheers, folks. Time for some pink gin with IKS.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, ice cubes are gone.
No, no. I think it's a bit too much gin in it.
Did you?
Put it up to about here. Nice though, isn't it?
Oh, drinking with IKS. Jesus. Got the homebrew there, folks, but I took it out at 41. 71.
Yeah. That does smell so good.
These, we're going to cut it in slices.
Yeah, I was thinking earlier
Yeah.
that you was probably going to do that.
Because you put it on skewers and stuff like that, it's just, if you're not putting it on a barbecue, there's no wow. I feel a bit drunk.
Do you? You're not used to my measures, are you?
No. Pita breads, 2 each. Get the onions, do their thing.
Can you drop that? You having that?
Ah, yeah, where's the chilli one?
In there. You put it back in there, not me.
No, I just want to taste this. Chilli sauce, kebab style, folks. All the water and the onions have been soaked up, so that's fried off.
Oh, have you not even used it yet? I thought you had.
Give that a shake, I think. Give it a try. That does taste pretty strong, folks. Give it a little sample. Oh. Doesn't mean if you turn the gas off it stops cooking. There's heat still in there. So that's why it's always handy to. It's going to continue to cook. If you set it to a certain temperature, take it out to 10 degrees before. No, it's going down now, so it's 74. So that's good, folks. Let's bring it to the vegetable table. Right, folks, this is not appropriate. We need the big knife for this, so we're going to be... Right then, folks, let's get the meat on. Take the thermometer out. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow. It's like proper kebab, isn't it? Carve that meat.
I've never had a kebab before
No?
from a takeaway.
Look at that, folks. Those white bits in it, folks, are garlic. You get bone in it from time to time, don't you? I don't know what sort of meat they use. I don't know where they get it. Keep the fingers out of the way. Right, so that's one down. Cool, blimey, these are packed. Just cut it super fine, look at that. If you've got a probe, a probe for cooking is essential, I'd say, folks. Get the food just right, especially chicken, and get it just the right temperature, and it's lovely and watery and. When you get to the end, you just go down like that, chop it that way, because there's no, you just cut yourself otherwise. Right, I'll pack the one here. Look, see it? I'm packing it like this. Get them in there. Get the meat in first, then we add the salad, and then take it from there, folks. How amazing does that look? Then we got some onions here. Whoops. Like some onions on there, folks. We got the chips. Got the chips out, folks. Wow, that's hot. And a ooh. I'm having tomatoes in that, folks. So lovely bit of lettuce in there. Lettuce and kebab goes big time. Because at least you're trying your healthiness in there and. Makes it look lovely and appetising as well, doesn't it? Right, and there we have it, folks. How amazing does that look? On that note, as always, folks, thanks very much for watching. Check out Instagram, Facebook and all that jazz. And I'll see you again in the next video. I shall see you later.